I decided to sign Audrey up for this class because she has been kind of struggling in reading in her second grade class. She struggled in first grade also, and I also, especially in the first part of second, and I thought, we really need to get a jump start because it progresses quickly, and I didn't want her to be lagging behind in class. Before we signed up for the class, Audrey felt intimidated reading by herself or out loud because she knew that she was not as quick in that area, so she was intimidated reading aloud in class or at home, and she felt just unsure if she could conquer a paragraph or a page. Now it seems like it's like, okay, Mom, I want to read to you now. Come on and sit down. I want to read to you. Her fluency has greatly increased. She's blending the words better. She's sounding them out quicker, and it's flowing better in her reading aloud, so that I think she's gaining more comprehension. It's just flowing smoother than it has been. The change is really good. That she's more excited to tackle. She knows she can do it, so she wants to tackle the work of reading. I've definitely learned things to help to get behind her and support Audrey in her reading. Reading a page or a full story that's a few pages long before we start. A lot of times I've gotten books at the library and just, okay, this is your level, let's read this to me now. And, it was scary. Now it's like, okay, Mom, you should read it to her first, and then she can start reading it to me. She already has a familiarity with the story, and has seen the words as I've read them to her, so that she'll be successful when she reads it. So that's been a great tip for me. I did receive the book stage assessment of where Audrey is at level 2, and that is where she is according to my view of her. So I'm able to pick out just level 2 readers for her to read to me when she's reading to me at her level. Exactly where she needs to be, of course, is going to help her. So I'm glad that I was given that confirmation by the teacher. The teacher is wonderful. I think a teacher really makes or breaks a child's learning. She's just excited. She has a cute way of speaking and talking, and she does little games on the board, and the kids really enjoy that. I think Audrey's favorite part of the class is the word games they do. They do a word man, although they will unscramble a word on the board. Talking about the silliness of stories, it makes the whole story seem funner. If it's put in a game form, it's very fun for her. Audrey also really appreciates the CD that goes with it, the little stories. I think that's a great part of for a second grade level, is to have an audio portion to listen to and re-emphasize learning. Whenever you add the ED or an ING, you have to double the consonant, and they put it in a fun sort of way. So that re-emphasizes learning in a fun way. She likes that. I was wondering at the beginning how we could take her from a hesitating reader to just a confident reader. She is definitely a more confident reader. It's the whole how it's set up. It's having the book list, which I have checked out books from the book list, reading to her, which I already did every other night or so during the week. The importance of being involved in her reading. The whole program has benefited her.